Indian one's just jacked dudes doing like double backflips.
Incredibly.
With guns
It's
and
basically
rockets,
just like Indian Avengers.
Or
which is much better than real.
yeah, what's the
Avengers.
Russian Avengers movie they made where the dude turns into a bear? You
Oh my
remember that one?
God,
It's crazy.
Why does this sound? Why is this triggering something in my brain that I've seen?
You may have seen TikToks on it covering it, but yeah, it's basically just like
You know,
their Avengers, but like yeah, like the Hulk is a dude that just turns into a bear and shit like that.
seeing like those fights on Friday night, seeing how the fucking Russian dudes like always just like
Yep,
You guys should have seen last night's fight. Holy shit!
the big one, yeah, the big one they kept advertising at LFA or whatever.
yeah.
It was last night. and,
Yeah, I had that one.
Same thing. He just laid on
Just
top of him and
fucking
just
Five
dominated.
5-minute rounds, and I think they said he had 21 minutes and 47 seconds of ground control.
I wonder what the domestic violence rates are over in Russia.
0. They're too fucked up to report it.
They fight bears.
Yeah, fair.
They're like, you report to police, we
Here's the
leave
thing,
you.
here's the
We
thing.
leave you with bear.
Your phone's over here. You're getting wrestle fucked over here.
Yeah. Yep.
You just can't reach it. It's
Yeah.
on the other side of a cage.
Yeah.
You just can't get there.
Fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are, of course, live. Welcome into Velocity Movies in Review, where each and every Sunday we gather around this table and we talk about a movie franchise. We review that franchise, recap it, and rank it against the movies in the current franchise. We are, of course, right now doing Twilight, and we only have 2 weeks left, ladies and gentlemen. We will be doing Breaking Dawn Part 1 this week, and then hopefully for the first time since, like, Twilight, we have everybody back for New Moon or Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Sorry.
That happens. Like, it's life.
Yeah.
That's why I like to have a lot of people here, so that even if a couple people can't make it on a day, there's still at least 3 of us here to
Yeah.
shit on it. Or talk about
Shit
it.
on it.
Because, like, fuck.
We're reviewing.
If this was a big podcast and I made like $1,000 to stream and I could pop $100 to each one of you guys every single time you come on, then it'd be a little different.
Yeah.
But it's all for fun. So
Uh-huh.
when life happens, life happens. It is what it is.
Yep.
Speaking, of course, Nick is not here with us today. He had some car trouble. He's going to go ahead and get that figured out today instead of coming in, which we totally understand. I am your host, Kyle Leonard. Joining me, we, of course, have Tanner Ellis and Michaela and Jordan Erickson. What's up, guys? What's up?
Talk about
How you
fucking
feeling?
wedding, bud.
Talking about a wedding?
Let's talk. Yeah. Movie starts with a wedding, baby.
It does start with a wedding.
Everybody
This
loves
is,
a
of
wedding.
course, the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 1. Released on November 18th, 2011. That's what, 14 years ago? Fuck. I just sent you that thing the other day that's like, Straight Outta Compton was released on this day 10 years ago. I was like, don't like that.
Don't like that at all.
I was working in a theater when this came out.
That's right, you did work in a theater.
I heard the Bruno Mars outro song like 8 trillion times.
If you ever leave me, baby.
Yeah.
It's like I fucking hate Bruno Mars. This one was directed by Bill Condon,
Terrible.
who directed Beauty and the Beast, the live action. Mr. Holmes, and will go on to direct Breaking Dawn Part 2. Comes in at an hour and 57 minutes. Love that.
I felt all 4 hours of it.
This movie's less than 2 hours, but feels like 50. It's great. Had a budget of 127 million, the most in the franchise so far, and a box office of Michaela
500 million.
500. Tanner
501.
Fucking bitch.
650.
650.
He's gonna hit it though.
Jordan once again comes in closest. It had a box office return
Probably like
globally
750.
of $712.2 million.
Man, I was gonna say 8, but I thought that was getting
Every
a
one of
little
these
high.
movies has been like over.
Yeah, these
over
movies,
5.
people like these
It's
movies.
crazy how low budget it was to make, considering how much they're making off of these.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like,
I mean,
who's
they're making
getting-
a lot of
who's
money.
A lot of
getting
it's
the
just
money?
Gotta be fucking Wolf CGI.
Wolf CGI, and then fun facts, but they did a lot of special effects on Bella to make her
yeah,
look
to make her
emaciated
look
the whole
gaunt
movie.
like that.
To make her look like shit.
Yeah.
Breaking Dawn Part 1. Who do I want to start with here? Let's go with Jordan. What did you think? You've been lower on this series. What did you think of Breaking Dawn Part 1?
The last movie was better
Yeah.
But this
Oh, that's right,
movie
you
is
guys missed
more
last week?
intense.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
The first half of this movie is almost like useless to me.
Yeah. This suffers from the Deathly Hallows Part 1 problem, I feel like, too, because, like, so much of the first half of that book is just stretched out to make a 2-hour movie, and I feel like
Yeah.
this movie
I guess
suffers
they
from
should
that,
have
too.
just put the wedding at the end of the last movie and then started this
Oh,
movie
yeah.
after.
Cool.
Yeah.
It would have helped the pacing, probably.
But, yeah, at the end of
Because that'd be a
talking
good
about
cutoff
New
time.
Moon, right?
Oh,
Or no,
they're married now.
Eclipse.
What's
You're
Jacob
talking
going to
about
do?
Eclipse.
Credits.
Yeah, and like a somewhat positive note to go out on in Eclipse, I feel like. I don't know, that's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Tanner, historically, you're higher on these Twilight movies. What'd you think about?
I don't like this one. I hated this one. I rewatched it a little more critically, and I was like, okay, it's not as bad. I just hated it because
It sucked.
Yeah. I was like, it's still there. It's still gonna be. I'm gonna put it at last, dead last.
Dead last.
Dead
I don't know
last.
about that for me, but we'll get there when we get there. Michaela, what'd you think?
This one was okay. Obviously not my favorite one. It's just the pacing on it is so bad. And it's just, they spend a lot of time, like Jordan said, they spend a lot of time on just, like, useless things. I mean, like, I feel like the wedding was okay, but,
Oh, that'd be
like,
cool.
the whole, like, stretching out of, like, the, like, oh, what is this thing? And, like, like...
Say it, Alice.
and the honey-
Say the word baby.
It's a
It's
baby.
just a baby.
And the honeymoon seemed like it was like 3 hours. It's like,
know.
is
Yeah.
this over yet? They've done
I feel like
nothing.
I'm losing my virginity watching this.
Oh my god.
Except it's just taking longer.
You could tell they both were because they were both very awkward.
Yeah, that was the most awkward honeymoon I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I pretty much agree with all of you guys. I think, like I just said, it suffers from being part 1 problem. I don't think there's too much in this movie that couldn't have been like a montage in the next.
Yeah.
And I think like Deathly Hallows is a lot of that too. Like most of that movie could be a montage in the beginning of
Yeah.
the first or the second Deathly
They
Hallows.
could have just had a
Agreed.
smaller
It's
setup
Hollywood.
before the
They're
wedding.
like, now they can do it with 2 parts and make money. off of it.
Absolutely. One of the fun
We gotta
facts that I
watch it.
didn't write down is that the studio was eyeing a 5th. Like how could we make a 5th one out of this? You
Oh
know?
my god.
It's all about money. Like it's,
Yeah.
who cares if we spend way too much time doing
the
like
6th.
mundane stuff? But like I think by this time in the movie, like these actors have these characters figured out. The lines are being delivered like much better than they were in the first one.
Yeah.
I think this is like without a doubt better than the first one.
Yeah.
Bella had her best
However-
acting performance in this one.
Yeah,
I'll tell you when. I can't tell you when it was yet.
she fucking died. Like I already know. I was watching. I was like, Jordan's gonna like this part.
Oh my
I
god.
was like,
Jordan's gonna like this
yeah.
part.
I'll just save it for then.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there. I do have some fun facts for
I
you.
think
guys.
you're right. I think it is better than the Twilight, like the first one.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like I hate this movie so much because I read the book, and I'm like,
I think it's written
I'm like, if this is the size of the book, this is Breaking Dawn Part 1.
right.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, they really just fucked that. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I
didn't know
think this one is
We get a baby
overall.
by page 150.
I think this one is overall like a better put together movie. Obviously, they had more money to do stuff, and these actors have been with the characters for much longer. So I feel like they, for better or worse, like have learned how to act these characters better than they did in the first one.
Yeah.
But I think this movie suffers from like the worst like extension of writing ever,
Yeah.
if I had to describe it in a way. But I got some fun facts for you guys, if you can call them that. There are over 1,400 special effects shots in this film. Most of them were used on Kristen Stewart to achieve Bella's pregnancy appearance. And good job. Like, if I got to give it credit, like, she looks fucking terrible this
Yeah, she
entire
does.
movie.
She gives me that.
Like, I got to give them credit. Like, they did a good job of making that not look like cheesy.
Yeah.
Because she looks like super, like, skin and bones the entire time, except for the belly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
During their vows, and Tanner told me this while we were watching, the song "Flightless Bird," "American Mouth" during their by the Iron and Wine Plays. This is, of course, the same song they danced to at the prom at the end of the first Twilight movie.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Iron and Wine is really good.
The what?
Iron and Wine.
Iron and Wine. I've never listened to them besides
Twice.
this movie. Besides twice. Yeah.
That's what.
This
They're
this song
good.
twice for sure.
They're good.
Yeah, my favorite song by them is like "Flightless Bird, American Mouth."
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. If I had to pick a favorite song of theirs,
Hey, that's
Deep
a
cut.
Twilight.
Deep Cuts.
It's definitely not the only song I've ever heard by them.
Oh.
In the indoor chess game, Edward misses the best move, QA or Queen to A1, as placing the queen in the corner instantly checkmates.
That was bold to assume Bella can even play chess at all.
So I think the whole point of like the games and stuff is like, and I didn't write it down, but like he's trying to keep her occupied on
yeah.
other things
In
besides
the-
fucking him.
In the book, it's like he takes her out
Jingling
like
keys in
hiking,
front of her.
Yeah.
swimming, like doing things all over the
They go
island.
hiking and stuff in the movie.
Yeah, but it's what it is. The whole reason behind doing all that stuff is to keep her tired.
Yeah,
and
because she doesn't
swimming.
want to. She doesn't want to fuck her, and he's like, "Yeah, if I keep tiring her out and keeping her occupied, then she won't want to get down."
Correct.
Next,
Gay?
he doesn't want to kill her, man, and he does. You know.
You want to bang me on her honeymoon? Gay.
According to the book, Alice stopped seeing Bella's future the moment she decided to have the baby. That's pretty cool. That could have some future
She
implications.
makes a phone call to Rosalie in the car while Edward is getting their private jet ready to go, and the second she talks to Rosalie, makes that decision. She just blacks out of Alice's visions.
Huh. Very interesting.
Look at that. Look at that.
Also, how the fuck are they all so rich?
I'm sorry to Kyle a little bit. I'm like, dude, if you never had to sleep, like ever, and you never got
Just had
tired,
the Sigma grind set, you know?
yeah,
Just
just work.
But I mean, you got to think they've had thousands of years to.
Also, think of how much money you spend on food. Don't have to buy food.
I mean, with the
That's
private
weird.
jets and the house in the woods,
And,
there's
you know,
probably a few kilos in the
with-
basement.
Also,
To be fair.
Carlisle's been a doctor since the 1800s.
yeah, and also Alice has future vision. She could probably see stocks and
Yeah,
shit,
she
you
does.
know?
They said that in the book that she could predict the stock market.
Oh,
Yeah.
that bitch.
Sports games, stock market, all sorts of
Oh,
shit.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. Bill Condon, the director, chose not to show Edward ripping open Bella's body during the childbirth sequence because he felt having the audience experience it via sound effects and having Robert Pattinson slightly out of frame made it more potent. And then he also felt like it made the scene more special for viewers who had read the book. So I was like, all right, okay.
More special for people.
Was it more special for you, Tanner, having read the book?
I mean, it's PG-13, so you can only
Almost
do
R.
so much.
I didn't write it down.
I was gonna say.
I didn't write it down, but like they had to reshoot the sex scenes at the honeymoon because Kristen Stewart was like fake fucking too well. Like she was like like fucking getting it, and the director was like, "Hey, you got to tone it down a little bit because like the
Kyle,
fucking."
I'm gonna need that one more time.
No, you're good.
Oh,
only get
Throw
one.
that ass in the chair, Kyle.
That is getting clipped.
But like,
A
Oh
little
my
more
God.
romantic. A little less.
but like she was throwing it on there too well, so they were like, "Hey, we got to make this
He's like-
rated
They
R."
were actually
You're fucking
dating
like you're
at that
listening to
Yeah,
point, weren't
yeah.
they?
You
So
fuck
they
like you're listening to like a Barney song. All right?
they were actually dating at that point.
Yeah.
So she was probably like actually like
So yeah, like whoever decides the ratings was like, "Hey man, like we're gonna have to make this rated R, or you got to reshoot this to be like less, like graphic. Like she's fucking him."
yeah.
So they had to go back and reshoot it,
And then the
which
gore.
I thought was funny.
I'm gonna check my search history later for deleted Bella scene. Can you hear me out? Kind of want to see it
She's
now.
throwing it back.
She's throwing it back.
Another thing Tanner told me, of course, Stephanie Meyer can be seen as one of the wedding guests as Bella enters the aisle and begins to walk. She's like
That's the first person you see.
mid-frame, right in the middle,
Interesting.
subtle.
It was weird because we only get her in like 2 of the movies too, because she's in the coffee shop in Twilight, and then she's in the
Who is she? The writer?
the writer of the books.
Yeah, she wrote the books.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's got to be weird watching your book just cannibalized while you're there in person. Just in her head the whole time. She's like, "That's not how that."
That's not
happens."
how that happened. Come on now.
But at least I'm here.
It's me.
They also like, dude, there's a whole chapter dedicated to like Bella changing because it's like excruciating and it's like the worst thing, and like
Oh, that's funny.
just
Zach.
just a 3 to 4, like maybe 5-page description of how much pain she's in for like 3 days,
Yeah.
Wow.
because they give her the morphine, which like shuts her body down, but she's still changing. So like, you know, like the first time she gets bit and the venom is hit her and she's like screaming,
Yeah.
the morphine basically like locked her in like zombie state.
Good. Zach clipped it for everybody. Don't worry. Me
Yeah.
fucking throwing it up.
Rune bearing it up.
Just getting the fucking diabolical back shots.
Oh my god.
A puppet and a real 3-week-old baby were used for the birth scene. Strawberry jam and cream cheese were mixed together to simulate the blood on the newborn.
That's hilarious. I commented on that.
Yeah.
He literally said
that's
some nice jelly all over
yeah,
that
that's
kid's
some
head.
fucking cherry jam on that
I
baby.
think they do that because like the clotting
Yep.
like on a baby is different than blood, right? It's like
Placenta,
Placenta,
you get,
mucus,
like,
all sorts of
afterbirth
stuff,
and
right?
stuff,
Amniotic
so,
fluid.
Yeah.
Yep.
so it's not blood, it's like all sorts of mixtures of different
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
That looks like
Hi.
colored brick mason concrete.
I've watched a few babies before.
And you almost passed out for like Tyson or something,
yeah.
right? You said?
Tyson's was real bad. Tyson's was real bad.
guys, shut up. Now he's not gonna give me a fucking baby.
But nobody said I have to watch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let you. I'd be like, no.
He's just holding your hand.
No.
He's got a
No,
fucking
no, hear me out.
he's got a MetaQuest 2 on. He's holding your hand.
I'm just playing data.
I'm on a roller
I'm like-
coaster, Michaela.
Hear me out. Something I will never ever forget. When my youngest sister was born, I was in the room. My stepdad was in the room, and we were sitting there playing Final Fantasy X because he brought his PlayStation to the hospital. My mom was pissed.
My God.
10 hours of her like being in labor, and like 90% of the time, me and him were just sitting over there playing Blitzball. And
I
she
wouldn't
was
care after.
pissed.
What was on? What
I
was
just
on when
passed her
Tyson was born? You
controller.
always said there was a movie on or something.
Jurassic World. It was Jurassic World had just come out, and like they didn't have channels in the hospital. It was just an on-demand thing for the TV, and it was like the only movie that looked good at that time. So I watched it like 3 times. while
I
Tyson-
wouldn't care like after it was done. Like if you brought your fucking PlayStation and we were just doing that. But like during it, that's a little
They were,
dumb.
giving, they were giving my mom an epidural, and she's like, "Ow!" And we're like, "Shut up, dude. We're playing Blitzball right now."
Shut up, bitch! I'm trying to fucking play Blitzball.
Can't hear the dialogue.
Did you see me do the jet shot? All right.
I'll be passing you a controller while you're trying to give birth.
Oh my God.
Beat this boss. Damn it, I'm stuck.
Side note: I fucking hate Blitzball.
Dude, it's one of my. It's probably my second favorite side. Like mini.
Oh God, really? I
the
fucking
card game
hate
at
it.
8 and then Blitzball, dude. They're so
Dude, the
much fun.
fucking card game and Rebirth, the fucking oh my God, the Queen's Blood game, terrible.
Yeah, they're
Fucking
fun.
terrible.
After
Hate it.
playing Gwent a bunch and then playing that, I'm like, this game sucks.
Sorry, we're getting off
I
topic.
mean,
Sorry.
Super off top, but also Gwent fucks. I love Gwent.
It even
I got a
comes-
buddy who loves Gwent. I could never get into Gwent, but he's like, man,
I
if they
did a
just-
couple times.
dude,
just
keep
I wish
trying.
they had. I wish they had real Gwent cards in real life. I was like, yeah. I mean, I see the appeal. I just never really.
It's
sat
so,
down
it's
to
so
get into
easy
it.
to play.
There's a dude
Yeah.
on TikTok that I followed, and all he does is just sit on Final Fantasy 8 and just play the card game for like hours.
Anyway, my last fun fact on this movie for you guys is, of course, it took 3 hours to apply all the necessary makeup effects to Kristen Stewart to create Bella's emaciated physical appearance. Effects that could not be achieved with makeup were, of course, made digitally in post-production, which is kind of like the first fact, but I thought that was pretty cool, too. A lot of it was practical, but the stuff that they just couldn't do practically is what they did with CGI.
I'm sure they had like a stunt double for like that scene where she takes off the robe too, and like
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not, though, if they did it digitally.
Yes.
Because, like, I feel like it's just as troublesome to just, like, have an anorexic actress come in and be like, we just need you for this one scene.
we'll pay you $1 million to emaciate yourself for a few
And sign
months.
a non-disclosure.
She saw
because we
Christian
feel
Bale
bad.
in The Machinist.
Yeah, the machinist.
starved
man.
herself for months.
Ugh.
I mean, people do it.
Fucking Kevin James, dude.
True.
Kevin James said he lost like 90 pounds for that MMA movie that he did.
Yeah,
And
here
they were-
comes the boom.
Yeah, but he said he just didn't. He didn't eat for 40 days, like
Yeah.
straight, not a single thing. All he had was water and salt.
My God,
Yeah.
not even Pedialyte.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking crazy, dude. Takes a lot of willpower to do that.
It sure does, like a Daniel fast or something, you know? Daniel fast is just nothing but, like, beans.
Damn, you farting
It's
up
like
a
Daniel,
fucking
yeah,
storm.
Daniel in the Bible or whatever does a Daniel fast, and it's just like
Oh, yeah.
kale, spinach, and beans is all he eats for, like, 120 days.
You gotta be weak as fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the muscle gone, all the weight gone. You're just like looking like you're about to have a little vampire baby, you know?
Oh my God.
This film opens once again with a voiceover from Kristen Stewart. She says, "Childhood is not birth to a certain age. Where at a certain age, the child is grown and puts away childish things. Childhood is the kingdom where nobody dies." And we're fucking back in it, guys. With this fucking banger opening line, we're like, let's fucking go, dude.
Ooh.
Or we're all like, what the fuck did she just say?
What did you say?
Jacob's fucking angry and wet, as always.
Oh.
He's leaving the house. He's like, fuck this. This sucks. He drops a piece of paper on the ground. He tears off his fucking shirt.
And he dogs
Man,
out.
he's out of here,
He's
dude.
mad
He,
that my boo, who
he
isn't my boo,
wolfs
is
out,
buried.
dude. He He wolfs out and he fucking gets out of there. The piece of paper, it's a wedding invitation. His dad in the wheelchair comes rolling out. He's like, fucking Hot Wheels comes out of the door. He's like, Jacob, no.
Calm down, Micro Machine.
Charlie's also reading this invitation. Not enough Charlie in this movie, you know? Like, we got some good Charlie wedding scenes, but like not enough Charlie.
Charlie the wedding's fun.
If there's one shining light in this movie, and you told me from the beginning, it is Charlie. I was like, I like the Charlie actor.
Charlie reminds me of my dad.
We fucking love Charlie. We'll get a little more Charlie in the next one, though.
And then we do get her mother also reading the invitation. Meanwhile, Bella is over at the Cullens trying to walk in fucking high heels, and I imagine it's hard. I wouldn't know personally, but
Stilettos like that, dude. It's an art form. You have
Stiletto.
to definitely have to. Sorry, I'm like repeating myself. You have to have like enough balance to even be able to like put your fucking foot in the shoe. It's crazy. It's very difficult.
Also, like
it
how she
sure looks that way.
I
It's
like how
hard.
she didn't even tell her dad anything about getting married until she just is.
I know. They're just her
Well, they
mom
implied
didn't
in the
even know.
last book.
They implied that they had
Yeah,
no
they
time.
implied in the last book. They're like, we got to go tell Charlie, and then it ends. So I assume they just told him off camera.
Well,
Her
and then
dad's just like, I wonder which guy my dumb daughter's banging this week. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting married. He's like, oh, shit.
That's the
her
one.
the wrong one.
her mom looks surprised about the invitation though, because
Her mom
she
was
was
like
like,
the opposite of surprise. Her mom was like, hey, it's time. Called it.
Knew it.
well, it's like
that.
you'd think you wouldn't fucking tell me.
Yeah, all
that.
she says is, Phil, it's time. And, like, that's just implied that they were expecting it.
Phil, of course, played by Ty something,
Guy.
who's in Supernatural. Played Benny in Supernatural.
Oh.
Benny, who's Kyle, let me know, getting married to DJ Quails.
Yeah, are married, I believe.
Or are married, yeah.
Got married to DJ Quails. Pretty cool.
The new guy. You ever seen the new guy? Or in Road Trip, he's the dude who hooks up with the real big black girl and has her panties in the backseat.
Oh, I think
Little skinny
You'll
white
know
kid.
when you
Little
see
skinny
him.
white kid.
You'll know him when you see him. Alice tells her that she can't go barefoot and that she better go get some
oh
beauty
my
sleep.
God.
Also in Supernatural. Forgot. Probably could have led with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's just a little
Garth.
guy.
Garth.
In Supernatural. Bella returns to her room where she sees her dream catcher hanging on the bed. She touches it, but then Edward comes in right behind her. He says he's checking for cold feet. She says, "Hey man, they're warm for now. Are you having second thoughts?" He says no, but then he goes on to tell her about how he used to be like a fucker, and he used to
Oh.
kill bad people.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Those guys deserved it." And he's like, "Did they?" She's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they did."
If you're not lying to me, yes, they did.
Like if you weren't Jack the Ripper, as some people have suggested in this book, right?
I
Is that what
mean,
suggested?
you know,
Well,
I
Jack the
never
Ripper-
even
Suggested
thought
that he
about
was like
that.
in London at that time when it was happening.
Well,
and he
Jack
was
the Ripper
killing people.
killed women.
True.
Specifically.
Specifically.
So they never say it, right? But like it's implied that maybe it
He
was
was more
him?
like Jack.
The time frame that he was there is
Oh,
Jack.
I gotcha.
He was more like Zach the Gripper.
Oh my God.
That's true.
Causing girthquakes.
Earthquakes all through the city.
He hunted serial killers, of course, fed on them. Bella's like, yeah, you didn't do it. Blah, blah, blah. You're a good dude. I promise. You only killed people that was worth it. And he's like, I'm a fucking animal. Don't look at me.
Skin of a killer, Bella.
Oh my God.
Oh god. And we're back.
Yep.
Emmett leaps up to the window and he's like, what's up? Where you at? We ready?
Pull up.
Pull up. Bachelor party time. And Edward's like, I don't want to do this. And she's like, you got to do this. And then Jasper pulls up and he's like, what's up?
Sup?
Yeah, and then she's like,
It's
"Well,
time."
there's gonna be strippers. She's like, there's gonna be bears and mountain lions. Like, what are you guys doing?
They're furries. That's what he was
The
implying.
final furry
The furries
fandango.
are the bears and the mountain lions.
Final furry fiasco.
Or I mean the
Jasper.
strippers.
Fun fact about Jackson Rathbone in this movie. This is the first time this is his hair and not a wig.
Nice.
Took him 3 movies to finally
Leveling
grow his
up.
hair
He
out.
also Giga Chad the fuck out in the last 2 movies.
He sure did.
He,
What one
good
is
God.
He's the
Jasper.
Alice's.
he's
Alice's
the skinny
husband.
one, yeah.
he? Oh,
That
Yeah.
like
with the fancy hair.
The one who
Yeah,
like
yeah.
couldn't control himself when
Oh.
Bella cut
cut
herself
her arm
in
and
the,
shit.
Yeah.
The one that like trained all the newborns and stuff in the,
The
last
one that should have been the main character of the series.
Yeah, Jasper's
Yeah.
kind of a fucking badass. Not
kinda
gonna lie.
cool.
He used
He's
to be
way
like
more.
a general.
Anytime he's on.
I'll take a Jasper spin-off book of the,
Yeah.
the Southern Wars with Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Civil War, hell yeah. I'm down.
Anytime he's on screen, he's much more interesting. than anybody else that you're supposed to be looking at. You're like,
Yeah.
what's he doing over there, though?
Yeah, that guy looks cool.
He looks cool. Look at him.
Before Edward leaves, he says he'll see you at the altar, and she says, I'll be the one in white. I was like, hey.
Oh, no shit. Smacks her in the head.
She heads to sleep, but she dreams that she's walking down the aisle in a white dress with red rose petals falling all around her. She walks towards Edward, and she sees the Volturi gathering behind him. Then blood starts pouring down the aisle, soaking her in the dress. She realizes that Edward and her are standing on a pile of all their dead friends.
That was
That was a fucking scene. Like,
That was pretty metal.
good lord.
Smash cut to Alice doing the makeup, and she's like, what did I say about beauty sleep? You look like shit, dude. Why do you look like a bag of shit?
Ooh.
And she's like, y'all kind of always look like this,
Good
actually.
try, dude.
She
maybe
needs
if y'all
some
turned me into a
milk.
vampire, I'd be pasty white and pretty.
Rosalie enters the room and offers to do her hair, to everyone's surprise, because she's kind of a bitch usually to Bella.
Yeah.
Alice says that's why she loves weddings, because they bring everyone together. And I'm like, man,
Wah, wah.
maybe.
Maybe.
It's a baby. Say it.
Say it.
Meanwhile,
Baby.
Charlie and Bella's mother, whose name I don't remember.
What's up?
Bella's mom's name?
Mom.
Renee.
Renee.
Renee. Oh, yeah, Renee's.
Renesmee.
It's a mix of our mother's names. That's so
It's a
bad.
bunch of
I'm
pronouns.
glad everybody in the movie is like,
I like that they took the time to make fun of the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I love how everybody they tell is just like, ooh,
Both
you sure about
Edward
that one?
and Jacob start laughing. We'll get to that.
I
part.
wish.
We'll get to
I wish. Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll get
save
there.
it.
We'll get there. Meanwhile, yeah, they're talking inside the Cullens house. He sees all the graduation caps, thinks it's weird. She thinks it's cool. Bella's parents represent her with a gift, a jeweled hair comb that used to be their grandmother's. You can pass it on to your daughter, but Bella knows that she won't be having any children. She's gonna be fucking dead.
Or daughters.
The wedding begins. Bella's friends from high school are staring at the vampire guests who are gorgeous. Anna Kendrick is back. Shout out to the goat.
Just hijacking the stage.
She's about to walk down the aisle, and she's very nervous about it, but her dad's there to escort her and comfort her a little bit by saying that he would never let her fall. Another good moment from Charlie.
Charlie.
She's like, don't let me fall. And he's like, never. I was like, oh, man.
I started crying.
goat of
during
this series,
part
man.
Because like that was like very similar to a moment my dad and I had on my wedding day. Because I was like, I'm so nervous, like I'm gonna fucking trip. And he's like, if you trip, I'm throwing myself over on the fucking aisle too. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god.
She
Fun
sees
fact,
Edward.
Michaela shit her pants that day.
I almost did. Not gonna lie.
She sees Edward at the altar, and that stills her a little bit. She stops shaking and being so nervous. They gaze into each other's eyes as they say their vows, kiss, and everybody fucking claps. It's done. They're married. Mrs. Cullen. Musicians are playing at the reception. Everybody's dancing. People are fucking happy. It's cool. Edward takes Bella outside, and he's like, what's up? Got a surprise for you, dog. Who is it? It's fucking
Dude, you
Jacob.
cannot
He's there.
fucking tell me
It's
that.
raining
He's-
again.
And
He's
then
wet.
He's warming up to the idea of being a cuck.
Yeah.
I was just about to go there, and I'm like, he doesn't have a chair to sit in this time.
And then her
He's just
boyfriend
gonna
shows
stand
up.
and watch.
And then her boyfriend shows up.
And then they dance alone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Can I have?
intimately.
May I have this first
And then he
dance?
says,
That's what he
"Oh,
should have
You
said.
can really dance.
Yeah, one of the guests that's never been mentioned before this is upset that Seth is there too. He's a werewolf.
The Denali clan.
Oh yeah.
That way he was a bitch.
Yeah,
He's a bitch.
luckily,
It's like everybody
luckily I
else
didn't
here
know
is
who she
cool.
was.
Oh, you're really gonna hate her in a little bit.
It's like everybody
No.
else here was cool until you showed up and started yapping. Get the fuck out of here.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Go grab a
Aren't they,
baguette
like,
and get
related
lost.
To...
The Cullens call them their cousins from Denali in Alaska. But
This
it's just
is
they're
about
basically
me.
they're another clan of vampires that don't eat people. That's why they call them like cousins.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
They live the same lifestyle and they're kind of in the not similar area, but like the north
yeah.
area.
The
up there.
cold parts.
Yeah, the cold parts.
yeah. She says it's all perfect now, and then Jacob dances with her.
And then Jacob brings up how she's not going to get any dick on her honeymoon, and she goes, "The fuck I ain't."
The
And
fuck
he
I ain't.
Gets mad.
And he gets mad about it. He's
He
like,
is
he's gonna
really
fucking kill you. What are you talking about? And then Edward's just back.
Oh, dude, he
Boom, real fast.
so fast.
He's like, chill out, dog. I'm going to throw it at her, but I'm going to do it gently. And he's like, the fuck you are? Look at this hot piece of ass. Who could restrain themselves? And
And that's an actual quote from the movie.
Oh my god. Good lord.
Sam and the other werewolves hear all of this, and they come over to break it up. They tell Jacob the Bella isn't his problem anymore, and then they bail. They're out of there. We cut back to Bella and Edward leaving the reception under a shower of rice, as one does. Why the rice?
Oh, my eye.
It's like a
It's a
Good luck
yeah,
tradition.
it's like a good luck tradition.
Yeah, in the book though, they said that, or Bella points out that like there's a couple pieces of rice that hit her like real hard in the back of the head, and she looked over and it was Emmett just fucking ziplining some of them. At her.
Nice.
And I'm like, I love that part of the book, and I wish they would have like done
That
something
is
with
so
it.
fucking funny.
I always think of that
Dude,
too, and I'm just
Emmett-
like, oh, I couldn't wait for this scene because I just wanted to see Emmett just fucking.
Emmett's my
piss missile
second
a piece of
favorite.
rice at the back of
For
her head,
sure.
dude.
It
Whipping
goes
rice.
Jasper, then Emmett. Emmett is so fucking funny.
Yeah,
he's like that
It just
bro,
sucks that they
like-
left it out, dude. You know,
Yeah.
like it's such a funny detail that I'm like, this bitch wrote that in the book. Throw it in there. Have him throw some rice in the fucking forehead, dude.
Just be like, oh,
How hard is it?
dude, oh, dude, just your face.
Alice has packed everything for her. They all bid her farewell, including Charlie, who mentions that his house is always home. And then they fucking leave. They take off to Brazil.
Brasil.
Brazil!
Brazil.
They drive through the streets full of people drinking, dancing, singing. Edward tells the driver to pull over. He and Bella walk down the street. They kiss a little bit. They get in the boat. Edward takes them to a gorgeous beach.
They didn't kiss a little bit. They just beamed straight through the crowd to make out in front of everybody. They didn't even check out the road vendors or nothing. They're just like, all right, let's
Give it
plow
to
through
me.
this crowd. There's people kissing over there. We got to do
This
it
is
in
the
front
man
of
that's about to
everybody.
control himself, you know? They head off to the island that is, of course, a gift from Carlisle. And then he carries her over the threshold. Yeah, she stands behind the bed, nervous, looking for like a swimsuit, and she can't find one. So eventually she's just like, fuck it. I'm just going to dump titty. I'm just going to hang titty right here. And
After
I'm gonna head
going
out
through
to
a
the
whole
beach.
case of things that
Like
basically
lingerie and
double,
stuff.
that basically could double as a swimsuit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was all lingerie, though, so.
She was like, Alice? You
Might-
bitch."
you can't
everything
you
she
can't
packed
swim in
had-
lingerie. Everybody knows that.
I mean, you could, but at that
Like,
point, just
Alice-
swim naked. You
Alice
know?
Yeah.
packed this bag. How come everything that I'm wearing has the
I don't know what's in that water.
Why is the crotch eating
Why
out
is
of
the
all
crotch
of
cut out of every fucking thing that Alice packed me?
it? She heads down to the beach in nothing. She hangs titty as Edward is already in the water.
The way you fucking said it, I know.
Bella drops the towel, joins him. He says she's beautiful. They kiss, move to the bed, and it's time. No more waiting. It's time to fuck, dude.
Side
The moment
note-
all of us horny teenagers that were reading these books were waiting for.
Side note, I made a point to Jordan. The fucking place they went to their honeymoon looked like their hotel thing looked very similar to the place that we went on our honeymoon. Like they're
It's a possibility.
It's tropical on a
it's not.
beach.
No, it's not.
This was an island with one house on it, Isle Esme, that Carlisle gifted to them. Who the fuck gets an island for their fucking wedding gift, dude?
That's what I'm fucking
Rich people.
saying.
Rich
Like-
people.
It was actually
They
off of
gave
Isla Sorna, so it was cheap. It was like a government auction.
Yeah,
They're like, hey man, if you want it, or
Give us the crossover.
there's some pretty big
cowards.
lizards that end up on the
She
island.
she gets
Vampire
hurt from
first
this,
dinosaurs.
and
Yep.
she's got bruises. And Edward's like, "Until you're a vampire, we probably shouldn't fuck again." And she's like, "No."
That was
I
the
really like
goofiest
it.
shit too. There's like 3 little fingerprints and then like a little one on her shoulder. It's like, dude, people have had longer days at work.
I'm assuming it's probably
Calm down.
worse.
Just like crushes the fucking thing. and I'm
Headboard,
like,
yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
They should have had her have like 2 black eyes and a missing tooth and
And
like,
apparently-
fucking,
The next morning, Bella had 4 teeth left, and 2 of them were in her pocket.
And apparently, Kristen Stewart was fucking.
Apparently, she was fucking.
We'll never see that cut, but apparently
Throwing
she was
it-
getting it
Hey,
on.
look, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do everything in my power to find it and send it to our group chat, dude.
that whole segment felt like 5 hours. Like from the time they got to the honeymoon place to the time they awkwardly just
Dude, it's-
awkwarded
this,
around.
Yeah, this sequence of scenes feels like it takes fucking ever.
And it looked like you took 2 strangers that didn't know each other, and then you're like, now kiss.
So
And
yeah.
they're like,
So yeah, this is the part where he takes her hiking and plays chess and tries to keep her occupied off of sex. But she's like, man, just throw it in me, you know? It is what it is.
the wienering.
We cut to Jacob, who's sitting on the beach with the other werewolves, wondering how the Cullens will cover up Bella's death. A car accident, maybe, who knows? What, a fucking bungee jumping accident or something?
Something.
Break dancing, fight.
Break dancing. Seth says if Jacob doesn't want to obey Sam, he should become the alpha wolf. Leah says that at least Jacob didn't imprint on Bella, so that's pretty good. So he should be able to get over her pretty easily. This is where we're introduced to imprinting. I'm like, okay.
Vaguely.
Vaguely
I thought
introduced
they
to
had
it.
mentioned it last movie too.
Did they?
like-
I don't remember.
They
In passing.
yes they mentioned it. Actually, they mentioned it in that. No. Okay, it was the third one because Leah. Once
Yeah.
Leah comes around was when we get introduced to imprinting because Leah and Sam were together, but he imprinted on Emily and just broke what's her name's heart.
Right.
And then they made it real sad for a while.
Fair enough.
Because then she became a wolf, and they had like that wolf telepathy thing, so she gets to see all of his feelings for Emily and how imprinting works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
crazy.
That's like her, her boyfriend 2 days ago.
Tally?
I think she was leaving. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Jacob doesn't like imprinting because it takes away your freedom. And they're like, hey, at least it makes you happy. And
Ain't
he's
no
like,
bitch gonna
They
tie
don't
me
really
down, he said.
They don't really explain how that even works.
I think they will, probably.
Like what? Just looking at something?
The movies aren't going to give it to you as well as like a description. I guess they're just like imprinting means you're with them forever.
Yep. Yeah.
I always thought it was just every time he's grinding on Bella, he's imprinting somewhere on her.
He's imprinting-
Something.
he's
There's gonna be
imprinting
some.
something.
There's
He's
gonna be
leaving
an
a print.
imprint. There will be an imprint
It's
somewhere.
like peeing on a tree.
That's a fact.
Yeah, he imprints all over all the time.
Yeah, imagine too. Like, remember when they were like switching off like vampire and wolf duty for keeping an eye on Bella? You gotta imagine every time one of the wolves were there, they were just like peeing all around the house. Being like,
Yeah.
fuck y'all.
What's up?
Just pissing
Back
the
in
corner.
Brazil, the house cleaner comes in and sees the bedroom all distorted. And she's like, demon!
Semen demon.
Semen demon.
Semen demon. We cut to Bella waking up. She finds a note from Edward saying that he went to the mainland. He'll be back soon. She pulls out a bunch of food, eats a bunch of it, sees some of the bloody chicken, and
She cooks
runs
like
to
an
fucking
idiot.
throw
You
up.
see her trying to cook that. She's about as good as cooking as she is using ketchup.
Oh, man.
She was like, I saw somebody do something similar to this once. Just
One
raw
time.
chicken thrown in a pan with like oil, just poking at it with like no seasoning or anything.
It's the
Pulls
whitest
it out
meat
3
possible.
minutes later and gnaws on it.
Fucking ick.
Yeah. She throws up. Edward comes back and he's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, just, fucking bad chicken." Sees the
Tampax.
Tampax and she's like, "Oh shit." I'm like, late, and he's like, "Nah, that's impossible." She grabs her belly and she's like, "Whoa, I just fucking felt something move inside of me." And he's like, the look on Robert Pattinson's face is like,
Oh wait, what? That's
Alice,
not. Was that
can-
when he
can vampires
hit her
go
with
into
the
shock?
one line? The one liner.
Which one?
It's a good one liner.
Is this your favorite one?
I don't think it's here yet. I think it's
Oh.
coming. Just then her cell phone rings. Alice says, "Are you all right?" She obviously needs something. She puts Carlisle on the phone and tells him, "Hey, man, I think I'm pregnant. Something just moved inside of me." Carlisle's like, "Fuck, we need to get you back right away." And Edward's like, "Is that fucking possible?" We don't know. He's packing. The housekeeper knocks on the door. She pushes past Edward to come stand in front of Bella. They're standing in front of the mirror once again, examining her stomach. The housekeeper starts speaking in Portuguese, saying that, "Yo, you're gonna fucking die." It's not good.
Death.
Bella, Edward tells Bella that the native people have knowledge, and he asks the housekeeper how to save her. She points at the stomach and says, "Death," and they're like, "Oh fuck." Bella looks horrified while Edward comforts her by saying, "I'm not gonna let it hurt you. Carlisle will get that thing out of you."
Yeah, we'll get that thing out.
All these pro-lifers are just like, whoa.
I hate this movie, dog.
Fetus, delete us.
They ride to the airport in silence. When he gets out of the car to load the suitcases onto the plane, Bella calls Rosaline and she says, "I need your help." This is where Alice, I believe, loses sight of Bella in her visions. Jacob rides up on his motorcycle to Bella's father's house. Jacob's father and Bella's father are about to eat lunch. Bella's father tells Jacob that she called and said she's extending her trip because they're sick. She said that's okay. She says she's okay, but he's worried because she sounded a little off. Jacob once again runs out of the house and heads over to the
Assaults his
Coleman's
bike.
place. Assaults his bike. Yeah, I forgot about that. Rips it into the woods.
I love that.
Fuck this bike.
I was like,
his
we
bike.
don't get a ton of Jacob doing badass stuff in this movie, but you get to see him kick a bike like 6 feet and then just wolf out over it. Fucking badass.
They should have had him just like light a cigarette and just speed through trails
And
on
then
his
wolf
bike.
out, dude, cigarette in the wolf's mouth. That'd be sick, dude.
The backwards hat.
That'd be so tough.
Oh, fucking missed opportunity there.
Jacob gets to the house and Carlisle opens the door. He's like, "Is it true?" And then he hears Bella in the back, and then walks back there, and she's like, "What's up, Loca? Where you been?" And then she fucking takes the blanket off of her stomach to reveal that she is
Pregnant.
extremely fucking pregnant. And he's like,
Ew.
"Missed my chance."
Ooh. Oh,
He
she's
said-
not
he said,
pure
"Listen."
anymore. Don't want her.
He's like, listen, I'll be that baby's baby daddy if you want me to.
Ooh, ooh.
That's basically him.
He walks in and he's like, "Damn, Bella's not pure anymore." But you know what is? That baby. Anyway,
Oh
Jacob
my
is
God.
furious. He yells, "What is it?" Carlisle says they don't know. Ultrasounds and needles can't penetrate the embryonic sac,
We think it's a baby.
and Alice can't see it. Why haven't we taken it out? And Rosaline's like, "Because it's a fucking baby, dog." Jacob storms outside and sees Edward, and he's like, "I always knew you'd destroy her." Bella thinks Edward says that Bella thinks Carlisle can turn her at the last minute like he did for me, but it's not likely. He wants him to please talk to her to change her mind to keep her alive. Then Edward tells Jacob that if Bella dies, Jacob is welcome to kill him as well. And Jacob's like, "Hey, you know,
Shit, I'll take that.
we did get that vision earlier or whatever where he like fucking bites down on Edward.
Oh my god.
Like at least one good thing will come from it." Ow! He heads back into the house to talk to Bella. Rosalie doesn't want to leave, but she's like, "Hey, it's cool. Let him be." Not sure when these guys became best friends, Jacob says, and she's like, she doesn't like me. She just likes the baby. She thinks it's a boy. Jacob says she's not going to live to see it because the baby's a killer. Bella says, "Everything's going to be all right. I'm going to do it, man. I know how this ends. I'm not sticking around to watch."
And this is
Jacob
where they
says.
call it he for the rest of the movie.
He runs outside. He kicks his motorcycle across the yard. Wolf's out and fucking runs through the woods. This is where wolf telepathy lets everybody else know that, hey, there's a fucking demon baby in this woman. As Jacob runs, he sees the flashes. Yep, this is where the telepathy lets everybody else know. They plan to attack that night. Jacob refuses to join them. Then Sam gets in his fucking face, but Jacob won't submit. Even though Sam is the alpha, Jacob wasn't born to follow. He's the grandson of Ephraim Black, and he fucking bails.
Is that Sirius Black's cousin?
Yes, it is. Same universe.
Got that
I
dog
don't
in
really
him.
do as much in the movie, but basically when he decides he doesn't want to be part of that pack anymore, doesn't want to answer to him, he becomes his own alpha, and he's allowed to leave. And
I got that though.
Yeah, I was like, they go into like
They might not go into detail, but
wolf,
like I definitely
wolf
pay.
politics. Yeah, because Leah comes up and she's
Wolf
like, I decided to
politics.
leave, and now I
Yeah,
can't hear him.
Seth and Leah both come up, and I totally got that. Even though they didn't say it, I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, he's
Tanner
kinda-
studied in
They
wolf
were just,
politics.
yeah,
Wolf
it's like,
politics.
they go into it
I know how it
before
works.
this happens in the books, so you just finally see him make the decision.
It's in wolf law.
Sam and the others are coming
Bird
tonight. He warns the Cullens, "Are you ready to fight your brother, your sister?" Seth says, "It's the right thing to do. I'll do it." Jacob goes to warn the Cullens. When he comes back, Seth's sister has also joined him. She says that she's there to protect Seth. She knows Sam's plan. Now that he's lost the element of surprise, he won't attack immediately, but he does have the place surrounded. Jacob tells the Cullens that they're basically trapped in there, and they haven't fed in a while, so they're all getting pretty
hungry.
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 Pretty
I
spunky.
know you
Pretty
hungry.
I know you hungry.
Jacob's guarding outside the house. He can hear all the thoughts, or he knows the werewolves are out there, but he can't hear their thoughts anymore. And Leah can't hear him anymore either. But
Luckily, he can
That's
verbally
lucky for her.
abuse his way through the situation.
right. Being unwanted isn't really a new thing for me. She doesn't want to go back to Sam's pack and be the pathetic ex-girlfriend she wishes she could imprint on somebody else, anyone else, just to break her connection with Sam. Jacob says, "Fine, you can stay." It's cool.
You feel so bad for her, and Jake's just treating her like shit.
It's just like, yeah, fuck
It's
it,
like, that's
whatever.
fine, 'cause
Like,
you're
you
stupid
want me
and
here.
everybody
Is it
hates
just
you.
me, or did it feel like she was like implying that she wanted to imprint on Jacob? I kind of like
I
felt
think she
that.
just wants it to happen to her.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things too where it's like the second you look at the person, it happens. So if it had happened between them, they would have known already.
Yeah, that's true.
Later inside, Carlisle's telling them all, hey, this baby's fucking killing her from the inside, breaking her bones and shit. And they're like, oh, fuck.
That's a bummer.
They're not sure if her heart will be able to stay strong enough to deliver, and that the venom might not be enough. She's alone with Edward. She's sorry.
Did we skip the part where she's like drinking the blood and then she?
No,
like,
it's coming.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's coming. Edward says, do you think I could love it or even tolerate it if it fucking kills you? And she's like, hey, man, we're supposed to be partners, and you made this decision without me, and you decided to leave me, and Edward's pissed. And I get it. You know,
Edward's been alive that long and still doesn't know about condoms.
My body, my choice.
Absolutely incredible. How did this happen?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I
It's so
excuse
weird.
that a little bit just because like it should be impossible in theory.
Well, and he's a virgin too,
Yeah.
so it's like
What an
It
idiot.
is, you know,
Got what's
it was
that?
Frozen, so
Yeah.
The
yeah.
100-year virgin. 100-year-old virgin. That's a good spinoff.
This is the scene where she takes the robe off and she's incredibly fucking skinny. It's fucking crazy. Jacob and Bella are watching TV. Jacob's warming her up again. It feels complete when
Supernatural.
they're here. Yeah.
Right back at home, spooning Bella in front of Edward.
The whole family.
Per
The whole
usual.
family.
The whole family.
And then she has to do what she does best and add more insult to injury and say some weird shit to him, like, when you're here, I feel complete.
Edward gets
Or
cucked
some-
in front of the family. Always Sunny music starts playing.
Oh my god.
Edward gets cucked.
This is where she starts writhing in pain, and they put together that the baby needs blood. So Carlisle gets some O negative he's got laying around, makes
Everybody
a
shoots
little
a
smoothie.
dirty look because they're all hungry.
They're all so hungry, and she's just like sucking this fucking O negative
O
down like a
negative.
smoothie. She likes it. The baby likes it, and then everything kind of subsides and mellows out. And then later on that night, we realize that Edward can hear the baby's thoughts. And this is a nice little scene, I guess. I didn't hate this one. Where
And he still
where he's
doesn't
like-
know that it's a girl.
I guess not. I don't know.
They just call it a he the whole time.
I mean, like if something is like you can't.
I mean, if it's a baby thought.
Yeah,
you know,
if it's a
I don't-
baby
yeah.
thought, you can't really determine if it's a boy or a girl.
Well, then stop
You got
calling it
you got a
either.
dick. You got a dick in there.
You got a bro? Hey, bro, you got a bean? There's also a really random, like, fun part in the book, too, that I always think about, where it's Rosalie and Jacob just be beefing at the house the entire time this is going on.
That would have been awesome.
Oh, dude. She hands him, like, a dog bowl. So she's like, fuck you, here's a dog bowl with food. And he, like, eats it real quick, and then he flattens it, because it was, like, metal, and he fucking throws it at her like a Frisbee, and it gets stuck in her hair. And then they just
Nice.
fucking beef with each other, like, the rest of the book. And I'm like,
I wish I
I would have got a little more of that instead of him just being like, hey, fuck you, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe cut
Oh my
like
God.
3 hours out of the honeymoon scenes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and like
Throw
add all
some of
those like
those.
scenes in there that were fucking Emmett like throwing the rice and stuff like that. Like that.
yeah,
Jacob and Carlisle devise a plan because they need to go get more blood, and also nobody's fed. Emmett's the strongest, but it doesn't really matter if he has no food in him. So yeah, Jacob leads them away, and they get out the other way, and then they're like, "You fucking tricked me, you fucking asshole!"
you dick.
Sorry.
Played us.
They escape from the house. Jacob returns. Bella tells him that she's decided on baby names. It's a boy. She's going to name it EJ for Edward Jacob, which is just as awful.
Oh my!
I would say
EJ's tolerable.
I would say you could probably hear the whole theater groan.
But like the fact that like Edward Jacob, like that's like I'm sorry that's just
Gotta name after your husband and the dude who cucks your husband, dude.
oh
you know?
my
Right,
god,
I guess.
that is yeah.
That's just what's on her mind.
Yeah.
And if it's a girl, she's going to name it both Edward and her mother's names, Renee and Ismay, into Renesmee. Oof.
That just sounds like a weird.
Terrible fucking
Oh,
name,
just
Bella.
so
That just sounds like a weird ad lib of nouns. What's his name? Oh, it's Ajidnepder.
I kidnapped her.
It's like, wow, is that a backwards word or no? It's just kind of scrambled
Just kinda
vowels.
scrambled vowels, whatever.
Rolls off the tongue like a ton of bricks.
Rosalie calls Carlisle and says the placenta must have detached. Bella says they have to get the baby out now so it's going to survive. Rosalie cuts into Bella's stomach, but she's unable to continue the process just because of how much blood she's covered in. And she's like, I can't fucking do this. This is not good. Edward tells her to get out of the way, and he rips the embryonic sac out with his teeth, pulls the baby out, and it's, of course, a little baby girl.
We did miss the part where
Edward
she was...
dislocates her jaw in the book.
Oh. The baby's
Dislocates.
jaw?
Rosalie. 'Cause
Oh.
after all the blood, and she's like about to possibly bite Bella. It's brought up a couple times in the books too, like prior, that when you're not breathing, it's easier to deal with the smell of human blood. So he like dislocated her jaw so she couldn't like breathe in, or like
At least she can
get
heal.
the feeling in her throat of like the
Right.
So
Okay.
that's why he dislocated her jaw, so that she would be less tempted to do that or whatever. But he like just smokes her and then kicks her out of the room.
The part we skipped the part like where she was like she like dropped her drink and she like went to go reach for it
And it
and
went
like,
It was, like, bent in
fucking
half.
God, dude.
You guys ever seen the movie Stomp the Yard? He does that dance move where he's just like bringing it around town. She does that. And then it-
Oh my god.
Rosalie assures Edward that she's okay now, and he hands the baby to her as Edward grabs the syringe of vampire venom and fucking stabs it right into her heart. But it doesn't seem to be working. Bella still appears to be super dead. He tries to
Super
give her
dead.
CPR. He tries biting her all over, but nothing
This is her
helps.
best acting performance.
It
so
sure
far.
is. It sure
She looks
is.
dead as fuck. I'm like, wow, she finally
She really looks fucking
understood
dead,
the
dude. Yeah,
script.
like they did a good job of making this woman look dead.
Yep.
I'll give him that. Jacob comes in, sees her dead body. He says to Edward, "I won't kill you because that'd be too easy. You deserve to live with this." Then he goes outside and he sits on the ground and he fucking cries. And I'm like, fucking A, dude.
Felt bad for him.
Inside, he's still trying to revive Bella, continually saying shit like, "You're not dead. This is going to work." His exterior is completely still, but inside, the venom is moving through her body, enveloping her veins and heart.
And he starts nibbling her.
In the other room, Rosalie is sitting with the baby when Jacob comes in, assumedly to fucking kill her, you'd assume.
That's what he was gonna do.
She comes up behind him. The baby like looks up and makes eye contact with him, and then we get a big rush of all sorts of fucking shit. The baby's an adult. He's like running in the woods. She's like petting him.
They're
He's like,
tickling
"Oh,
each
fuck, This
other."
is cool. It's like all of those fucking like flash cuts you get like when your wife is dead and you're looking at a video and she's like, "Don't record me, stop," and shit like that. I'm gonna make
like
one
in
of the
John Wick.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Deadpool.
He kneels to the ground in utter disbelief as we assume this is what imprinting is. And it happened.
To a 5-minute-old baby.
Yep.
We have baby daddy, but we also have baby husband.
We have baby father and then we have baby daddy.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, dude. I can't. And the fact that like the fact that Edward is gonna that Jacob's gonna be Edward's son-in-law.
Whack wild, dude. At the same time, the wolves are storming the house. Edward calls for Alice and Jasper as they run outside to fight them. They're outnumbered. As the wolves swarm to fight them, Carlisle, Yzma, and Emmett return and just fucking shoulder check one of these fucking wolves, dude.
Yeah.
And they start learning right hooks work really well on wolves.
Apparently. Well, and Emmett is the strongest,
What?
so at least for
Evan
now.
Evan Jasper aren't throwing straights. They're only throwing hooks.
He's like hanging in the tree, kicking at. He's like, this isn't working. He's like, wait a second. What about just just right hook in the
Give him
Like
one,
a
face?
shark.
dude.
Like a
Just
shark.
right
You
in
can
the-
say like a shark. Just pop him on the nose.
Yep.
You know?
Just punch him.
Just at the end of this fight, Jacob comes fucking flying out of the house, morphs into a fucking morphs on the fly, and stands in front of them, explaining to the others, "Hey, you can't fucking touch her. If you kill her, you kill me." And then Edward says it. He's like, "Fucking Jacob imprinted shit."
On a baby. Oh,
Because
damn.
of course it's their number one fucking unbreakable rule. Whoever a wolf imprints on cannot be harmed. It is absolute law. So the baby is now safe.
What
At least for the
what
wolves.
about all
Good
the
plot
other
armor.
absolute laws they've broken repeatedly over and over through the
That
last
is what it
every
is.
single movie?
Those weren't absolute laws.
Oh, they're just
This one has
mostly laws.
This one has the word absolute in front of it. That's how we
The other ones were just
That law
walls.
is imprinted.
Yes.
The Cullens dress Bella in nice clothes as she appears to be dead. She lays there like a corpse. Her hair slowly begins to thicken and darken as her cheeks fill out. Her skin turns from sticky pale to a rich cream color. Her back straightens and heals. Bella's flashing through all of her memories through the wedding, graduation, all sorts of stuff. The day she met Edward, childhood, all the way back to her parents holding the infant Bella. Cut to Edward and the rest of the Cullens looking back at her body. And then we get a close-up on her face as the shot dollies in.
When her heart stops completely.
Yeah.
Because it was still going. And as soon as it stopped, they knew she was about to wake up.
Yeah. They pop open to reveal Bella has blood-red vampire eyes. And then the fucking credits roll. But what happens after the credits? We get an after-credit scene. There's one more scene. The three Volturi are sitting on their thrones. They bring in, one of the woman, Bianca, brings them a message on a platter. The main Volturi, Arrow, says it's a message from Carlisle, which, by the way, has an S in it.
The grammar is incorrect.
Yeah, he motions for his guards as they drag Bianca, screaming. First it's the spelling, now it's the grammar.
Get
The
this
hell outta
illiterate
here.
fool out of here.
He tells his Volturi Carlisle has added a new member to his clan, meaning Bella has been changed. The Volturi on Aro's right says, then our dispute with the Cullens is at an end, and he says, nah,
And this is
because they
over.
have fucking something I want. And then the movie ends. And that is Breaking Dawn Part 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it.
We're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our current ranking for these motherfucking movies sits. Number 1, we have Twilight Eclipse. Number 2, we have New Moon. And number 3, we have Twilight. What do you guys think? 4, Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1.
But
I agree.
I don't
I
put
think
it
it's
above New Moon.
I think it's way better than the first one.
But not better than New Moon.
And I still think New Moon had more enjoyable parts than this.
Was that the one right before this one?
No.
No,
I always forget the
Eclipse.
titles.
Yeah, New Moon is the second one where he's like in Italy. And
I liked
shit at the
Eclipse more than this one.
end. Eclipse is definitely the best.
We're keeping that at number 1, probably the rest of the time.
I can't imagine anything takes it over.
No.
I mean, it had potential.
This one?
If not for the weird pacing issues.
Like I said, if this
certain-
movie, if they didn't want to do a damn
it's trying to be 3 movies.
two-parter, and they just made like this movie like 30 minutes, you know, a lot of it being a montage, a lot of it just being like flash cuts, you know, edited, and then you know the rest of the movie could be whatever part 2 ends up being.
Yeah.
I think we would have felt a lot better about this.
Yeah.
Like, as it is now, yeah, it just feels drawn
Well,
out.
I feel like half the movies felt like a honeymoon of just awkward, passive, just bizarre behavior and pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe they're supposed to be awkward, but they're like not even good at being awkward, so it makes being awkward even more awkward than used. It was just the longest hour in the world.
I agree. Yeah, that first half is pretty tough to watch, and then it does start getting a little bit more exciting when all the wolf shit starts happening. But
Yeah.
hopefully that is rectified next week when we talk about Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. Check us out. Hopefully the whole crew can be back for the finale. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, Tanner, Jordan, Michaela, for sitting here with me talking about these movies. We are going to have to figure out what's next. Sounds like Tanner maybe wants some time off, so he might not want to do Mad Max with us. But Zach said he's down for it if we want to do Mad Max.
That'd be
maybe that.
fun.
So we do Mad Max and then Mortal Kombat, as Tanner wants to do. It will lead right into the new Mortal Kombat. So maybe that'll be
I'll go
the.
to see the new one.
Oh,
Maybe
there's
that'll be-
another new one going?
Yep.
How many new ones are they going to make?
They
This is the
just made.
sequel. This
Yeah,
is
they
the
just
sequel.
made one in
Oh.
what 2020 or whatever that was.
Yeah, we watched that over at Corbin's.
Oh yeah, I
this is the
wiped
sequel to
wiped
that
my
one.
brain of witnessing any of that.
Oh,
This
it's
one should
awful.
be a lot better though. This one has
So
Carl Urban
bad.
playing
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
All right,
Yeah.
that's good.
So
And it looks like that Cole guy whose superpower in the movie was literally plot armor.
Yeah.
It looks like they cut his role down a lot. So
Good.
I'm like,
It
good.
looks like
Fucking
this
hated that
Johnny
guy.
Charge dude is the main character of this.
Yeah,
movie.
Johnny Cage is the main
Okay.
character.
I'm
of this
fucking.
movie.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
So yeah, look forward to that. We appreciate you guys for watching. We will be back to finish Twilight next Sunday. Where will Breaking Dawn Part 2 rank? We don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Stay nerdy.